Talk about what you've heard and the reaction that your assessment after watching the way that AI has been deployed by the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, in their war in Gaza.
I have no reporting on exactly how the IDF used it, so I rely on the work of other reporters. There is very strong reporting from 972 magazine, which it's not just me citing. Mark Milley, the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, has cited their reporting that very little time was used in between strikes to review the information that AI was surfacing before striking it. I've also spoken to US military officials and formers who have looked at the way the IDF has used it. And one who went and spent time with the IDF, came back and was part of this effort that analyzed it and said Israel has not broken the law of war, the laws of armed conflict. However, they were using systems in a way that felt potentially uncomfortable for the US military tradition. They were leaning in towards autonomous processes in a way that the US had never at that point leaned anywhere near as close. And that a lot of this came down to the threshold of civilian harm that the IDF may have been comfortable with for each strike, including at mid-ranking and lower-level targets, that the US might not be comfortable with the same numbers. Now, those numbers aren't made public, but my understanding is that IDF was prepared to have more casualties per mid-ranking target than the US ever was.
Understood.
You do get into this debate about which is the most significant, policy or AI. For the advocates of AI, they often say, well, policy is separate, we don't make the policy, we're just doing AI. From my reporting, it's very clear that AI and policy, of course, are absolutely interlinked, and AI makes possible the ability to take out many more people at a time. And when I put that to Drew Kukor, the former chief of Project Maven, he did concede eventually that that is a decent analysis.